We're going to go back to the Crescent Warrior now. So right leg's going to come up, forward, through my back foot, and I'm here again. Again, my core is engaged, so it's not forward like this. It's not leaning back. I'm rolling my hips up. I'm rolling my pelvic bone up so that I have a nice straight spine. My core is engaged, and I'm as high as I can in my upper body. Lower a little bit down in your lower body for a nice deeper stretch. Make sure that you're keeping pressure on your back leg, though, pushing back on your heel, through your heel. And then here, we're going to come into an airplane pose. So I want you to lean forward now. You're going to put your hands in prayer right here. Come up on your right foot and just balance a little bit. So you're going to feel it in your hamstring. Your body is above your lower body a little bit. Your heart's above there. And just hold this for a little bit. A few more breaths. This leg is straight, by the way. This muscle here is engaged. It's not bent, it's straight. And we're going to come back into Crescent Warrior, so we're just going to, under control, slowly, lower back down, and I'm right back into Crescent Warrior. My hands come up. I'm going to lower my hands down now. Push back up into a three-legged dog. Come forward in the front leaning position. And let's take a flow. So chaturangas. Lower my weight down. I put my toes. I pull my body through. And I push back into a down dog. Do the same thing with the opposite leg now. So raise your left leg. There's not a wall in the way. I'm going to do a Crescent Lunge. Crescent Warrior. So again, core's engaged. Again, my core's engaged. My body's as long as possible, long spine. Back leg push back. 90 degrees here. If you're feeling that you can go a little deeper in this, you let yourself go a little deeper. Make sure you keep your core engaged. Your hands up when you're in the final position that you want to be for this pose. Now, bring your hands to prayer. We're going to go into an airplane again. So lean forward on your left leg, push off your back leg, and straight back leg. Body, upper body above my lower body. This leg is straight. My hands are here. I'm just balancing and breathing. In yoga, a lot you'll find that as long as you're breathing, you can do it. It's different than weightlifting. When you're weightlifting, sometimes you simply can't do any more. In yoga, as long as you're breathing, you can usually tough it out. All right, let's lower down into the Crescent Lunge. Crescent Warrior. My legs, again, my back leg straight, heel pointed back. Hands come up, lower down. We'll do a three-legged dog. My left leg forward, and let's go through a flow. So, all the way forward on my toes. My upper body's engaged. My hands are in tight. And when I lower down, my elbows are in tight on my body. Put my toes, pull forward, and push back into a down dog. Now we're going to go through another warrior pose. We're going to do warrior one now. So, right leg's going to come up. I'm going to pull it through. I'm going to spin my back foot, so that's about a 45-degree angle. And I'm going to come up like this. Got a 90-degree angle here. My back foot's at about a 45-degree angle, you can see. And my hips are facing forward. So this is a movement that most people who haven't done yoga aren't really used to. So you need to initially actually kind of turn your body in a form of yoga called Bikram. People like to turn their hips 5 times, try and get their hips situated and facing forward. You can do that if you want. Otherwise, you can just kind of squeeze your core and try and make yourself face forward. Your feet are flat on the ground here. The majority of the weight should be in your heel or in the I forgot what it's called. You should be able to pick your toes up though, whenever you're doing something. Whenever you have weight on your toes. On your feet. It should be on the base of your foot, not on your toes. So we're in a warrior one right now. Back foot press, 45 degrees. My front leg facing forward. My hands come up. My hips are facing forward. So from here, I wanted to go back into the airplane pose. So hands coming into prayer. Weight on your front foot. Push up. And this leg is engaged. Straight. Flex your quads here. This back foot's pointed back. My back leg is straight. Knees not bent. My hands are in here. Also, make sure that in the back foot, that it's facing, and that it's not twisted like this. You want to have it twisted in, right? We're going to come out of that now. So you're in your airplane pose. Walk back into warrior one. Just sink back into it. Make sure your hips are forward. Hands come up. Good warrior one form. Your hands come down now. Spin your toe so that it's facing forward. And then you're going to come back into a three-legged dog with your right leg. Stretch it out. Really push toward the wall. And then let's come to a forward rest position. Front leaning position. I'm going to skip the chaturangas here. And I'm going to go straight into warrior one with my other leg. So left leg's going to come up. Through. Remember, I'm using my core to pull my leg through. And rooting my back foot, 45-degree angle, coming up, facing my body forward. Again, you can twist 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure that your body's facing forward, that your hips are facing forward. This leg is straight. My heel is pressed to the ground. It's not off the ground like this. I'm pushing and rooting my back foot in the ground. I have a 90-degree angle in my front leg, body, hip facing forward. Hands come up once you have all that down. And deeper, go a little deeper in the pose if you're not feeling that this is challenging enough for you. Really get a good stretch in. We're going to go into the airplane again. So again, hands to the prayer. Lean on your front foot. Push up. Again, my foot is straight. It's not like that. It's straight. Okay? This leg is engaged. It's straight. Locked out. My quads engaged. 2 more seconds here. Lower back down to warrior one. 45-degree angle here. Hips facing forward. 90-degree angle on my front leg. Hands up. Spin your foot. Lower down. And three-legged dog with your left leg. Come forward, front leaning position. Come to the tops of your toes. Bring your hands in a little bit. And lower down, making sure that your elbows are in tight. And now all the muscles in your upper body are engaged. Clip your feet. Pull your body through and forward. And push back into a down dog. Alright, we're going to do one more warrior pose today. And then we're going to go into our restorative poses. So, right leg comes up. Reaches forward, through. And now here, you're going to spin your back foot 90 degrees so that your back foot's going to be pointing to this way and your front foot's going to be facing this way. So, 90 degrees. Got about 4 to 5 feet between my legs. Coming up. This is warrior two. I'm going to turn just so you guys can see me better. So in warrior two, point of this is the hip opener. You want to have your hips facing forward here. You're going to have a nice, good base on your back foot. 90-degree angle, again, on your front foot. Now the tendency with men is to, when we get into this, we want to have this knee come in like this, okay? What you need to do is initially just pull your hips open like this so that you can see your big toe when you look down. At the beginning, you're going to have something more where your knee's in like that. You're not going to be able to see your toe. You want to be able to see your toe. So make sure at the beginning, you're actually pulling your hips open so you know what it feels like. Now, it takes me a while to set up Warrior 2, even though I've been doing this for a while, but I like to have good form when I'm doing it. So, first I make sure that I have a 90-degree angle between my back foot and my front foot. Second, I make sure that my back foot is pressed down, that the outside of that foot is touching the ground and I'm pushing hard. Third, I like to make sure that I have a 90-degree angle here between my upper leg, my lower leg. And then I like to make sure that my hips are facing forward. They're not turned this way, but they're facing forward. You can actually pull your hips open like this. That'll help you get a better Warrior 1 form. After that, I like to make sure that my core is engaged. So I really think about bringing your pelvic up and forward. And then bring it through your whole core, trying to get your spine as long as possible. After that, your hands come up. You kind of roll your hands back like this so that they're set down in your shoulders. And you're going to look straight over your middle finger. And lower down, lower more. Make sure you're keeping the hip open here though, not just lowering down and having the hip come in. Making sure that the hip's staying open. Just breathe. Go a little lower. And push up. We're going to go into what's called a triangle pose now. This hip's going to come back. This hip's coming in. You're reaching out as far as you can forward. Now let your hand come down. And then you're going to open up right here. This hand is not behind your foot. It's in front of your foot. It's pressing against your foot. It's not leaning against your foot. You're not going to support your weight with this hand. This hand is just helping you push your body open a little more. You're going to use your top hand, reach it as high as you can. And try and open your chest up. This is gonna be a great stretch for right here. You're actually gonna feel it in your back. And again, just breathe. As long as you're breathing, you can keep it going. You're gonna come up. Sink back into a Warrior 2 where you just were. Get back to that good form that you had. And then you're gonna wheel your hands down. Push back into your three-legged dog with your right leg. And then front knee position. Okay? All right. And now we're going to go to the opposite leg.